Okay, this is going to be range trip number 2, and we're going to see if Loctiting, the new extractor in will work. I think I got 21 rounds loaded in here in this stick mag. And I'm going to, again, 50 yards, just function test that. I'm going to change the angle of the camera towards focus close up of the action while it fires. Okay. And then, if we do that without no malfunctions, we're going to try to run the 50 round drum in it. So, let me get that camera moved around and we'll get started. That one didn't go in the battery all the way. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be a little insert I'm putting into this video talking about the stick mag for the Thompson. Now, why I'm putting this insert in here is a lot of people, when they're on the range and fumble and run into a problem, they'll edit that out of the video. One of the reasons I make videos is to help people understand and learn. So we'll go in here, and what the issue was is when I had the stick mag loaded, I started off with the gun cocked. I go to fire, then once I get the mag up in, let it go and shoot it till it's empty, and then the magazine locks the bolt back. Well, what happened is when I had the failure to close off, feed all the way, I pulled the magazine out, got the cartridge out. Then the bolt was home, and I tried to stick the mag up, in the rest, and I thought I heard a click, and when I went to shoot, the magazine dropped out. Okay, I found that with the cartridge in there, okay, it's protruding up, especially if you got like 5 or 6. Probably with one you could get away. It's not a lot of pressure to push that down. But if you have half a mag and you try to stick it up in there, you got to kind of really give it a shove or a good whack to get it to lock into place. And this is all brand new stuff. It's not worn or nothing. So that was what caused that malfunction. Okay, that one didn't feed up in the battery. I cleared the weapon, cleared the jam, and we're going to take it from there. Yep. Magazine fell out. That was my fault. Okay, that's our 21. Other than a failure to feed and the magazine not being tight, you got 100% function. Alright, now we're going to try the 50 round drum.
10-4.
The bolt must be locked back, okay, or you're not going to get the drum in. Then the drum must be inserted from the left-hand side of the weapon, because that's where the little notch for the magazine release is, and it won't go in the other way. Alright, the next fumble and pointer was with the 50 round drum. Now if you notice, I ain't going to shove it in there, but this cartridge, when it's in there, will protrude and stick up. Now feeding it in from the correct side on the left, okay, I had trouble with this hitting, not the bolt. The bolt was drawn back and locked. This would not clear the receiver until you pushed this cartridge down to where I had to like push it and push it that way, push down, and with a full 50 round drum that you need a good shove. Push the cartridge down so then the drum would slide under the receiver, not with the bolt back. It would not go in. So that's something I had to learn too, another learning curve. I kind of fumbled with that one, but I left it in the video so you know what it is and explain it to you that, you know, be prepared, you know, make sure you got a rest or something. This thing just doesn't glide in there, all right? You got to fool with it a little bit. Save you a lot of headaches. So I hope you watch the video thoroughly and get these pointers I'm trying to put in. Okay, so we got this locked and secure. The third hand is necessary or you will not be able to get the drum out of the weapon when the last shot is fired. And you just slide that up.
It's like a whole freaking science.
Yep. And get it locked into place. So now we have everything locked into place. We're going to see if we can go through this 50 rounder without any problems. Okay, hopefully I ain't going to throw brass your way.
I know.
Yep. And one jam. Kind of a stovepipe. Alright, and
Tank
another
full.
failure to feed kind of jam. The extractor staying in place, and any malfunctions with this drum end turns into an affair that, you know, you have to take the drum out, make sure you have a third hand. Yeah. There we go. Let's try to finish the drum off. Okay, and I believe that's it. Now, to get this thing out, you got to have that other part in there. You have to draw this back all the way and then push that up, catch the lock, and then you should be able to remove your drum. So, after a workout like this, the extractor stayed in place and the gun functioned fairly well. It's about 80 rounds without no mishaps other than 2 failures to feed, or 1 not going to battery, and it was a stovepipe failure to feed type deal. So we can probably say the extractor problem is fixed and we can wrap this all up. Okay, off the bench at 50 yards, and I was having trouble hanging on to that and getting it lined up and trying to keep it in the camera, but as you can see, not too terrible. The gun is pretty accurate, okay? It's a bit unwieldy, but offhand with the 50 round drum, I don't know, I may have failed the FBI's test, but still, hits are quite possible offhand with the weight of the drum, and we got the drum to kind of function. So that was basically the whole idea of the test there, is drum functioning, which other than a couple small malfunctions, which could be from the gun having to be broken in, not too terrible at all. Alright guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned.